Hey everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Rose. I am Rose and this is my wonderful houseplant. Welcome to my lovely sanctuary. Thank you for being here. This practice is a yoga flow for your whole body, but especially to open up your heart space. So we've got a few lovely back bends in there. If you've got any props or blocks or anything that you might want close by, then just have them around your mat. I'm really looking forward to sharing this practice with you. I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to click the like button at the end and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd love to read your comments as well, so let me know what you think. With that being said, if you're ready to get going, then roll out your mat and let's practice together. Okay, come to the back of your mat on your knees. You can place a cushion or a blanket anywhere just to make it a little more comfortable for you. And we'll just start by settling in. Just bring the palms to your heart center. Close your eyes. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. And just tap into your breath. Notice your inhales and the cool air passing through your nostrils. And then notice your exhales, perhaps the change in temperature as it passes back out. And just let go of anything that came before this moment. And just try and release anything that comes after and just concentrate on your breath. Being here right now. Have you taken an inhale now as you send your prayer hands up above your head? Good, stretching out the body, shrug the shoulders right the way up to the ears. You can drop the chin a little bit here. And then release the right hand down beside you. As you exhale now, reaching over to the right, just start to sway your hips to the left, coming into a lovely side stretch. Good, reach the left fingers overhead. Try and relax the right shoulder if you can. Good, cracking open the side of the body, the ribs. Lovely, then inhale as you come back up to center, bring the right hand to touch the left. And then exhale, release the left hand down as you side stretch over. Good, sway the hips to the right this time. You can bend the underneath arm. Good, think of dialing the chest up towards the sky as you reach over. Good, curving the body. And then inhale as you come back to center. Palms come to touch. Exhale, rotate the arms around the back as you interlace the fingers. Good, take an inhale now as you roll the tops of the shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades down and open across the chest. Think of drawing your hands down towards your feet or towards the floor. Good, you can lift your gaze here. Think of shining your heart up towards the ceiling. Lovely, take one more inhale. Can you open the chest even more? And then as you exhale, start to release the body over the legs. Maybe bringing the forehead down to your mat or a cushion. Good, think of reaching your clasped hands up here. Breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the arms. Lovely. Take an inhale now as you start to lift the hands up, start to lift the body up to come up onto our knees. Draw the hands down to the ground as you open the chest. Good. Squeeze the glutes here to protect the lower back. You can knock the head back if that feels nice. And then exhale, lower the sit bones down, fold the body over, bringing the hands back up to the sky, letting them fall forward as much as you can. Lovely, then we're going to take a few circles here. So start to let the arms fall away to the left as we open up the right side, the right shoulder. And then start to bring the body up, bringing the hips up to where we were before, almost drawing a circle with the body now to come back down to the right side, open the left shoulder, and then roll the head back through center. Good, keep moving like this. Just find whatever feels good for you. Opening your heart at the top. And then make sure you go the other way. Lovely, come back to center and then release the hands, reaching them out in front of you into your child's pose. Good, let the body soften through the legs. And then from here, start to curve your way all the way up to your all fours position. We'll take a few cat-cows here. Take an inhale, drop the belly and lift the gaze. Soften in the elbows this time. Exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath. Lovely, inhale, flowing with your breath. Making it nice and fluid, making it soft. Good, then come back to neutral. From here, we're just going to walk the knees back a little bit and walk the hands forward. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, just soften your chest, your body through the gap towards the floor to our puppy pose. Just make sure your hips are stacked on top of your knees here. Good, reach the hands out in front. Perhaps your head comes down to the mat or maybe to a block. Good, as you exhale, soften, bow the body down. Start to open up in the chest, in the top of the back. You can start to bring your chin up and look forward if that is within your body. If not, don't worry, just be where you are. And then planting your forearms and your palms, start to shift your weight forward, bringing the body down to your front, to our Sphinx pose. Good, elbows are underneath your shoulders, hands are nice and spread. Good, pressing down through the forearms and the hands here to open across the collarbone. Again, think of shining that heart forward. Take one more inhale, can you grow even taller through the top of the head? And then as we exhale, send the elbows wide as you fold the body down onto your mat. Take the fingertips out nice and wide now off the mat, elbows high. Glutes are engaged. We're pressing the pubic bone into the floor. Take an inhale now as you draw the shoulder blades together and rise the body up. Exhale, flow the body down, elbows come nice and high. Whew. Good, and again, inhale to rise up. Drop the shoulders at the top, open up. Exhale, folding down, elbows come wide to create lots of space. Nice, and again with your breath. Good, lovely friends, one more time. Inhale to rise up. Can you open even more this time at the top? And then exhale to float back down. Good, bring the hands underneath the shoulders now. Tuck the toes underneath. Take an inhale at the bottom. And then as you exhale, fire up to your plank pose. And then bring the hips high and send them back to your downward facing dog. Lovely, our first downward dog of our practice, so keep a soften in those knees. If you want to take some movement, maybe swaying the hips from side to side, then do. Lovely, let's take a few little waves here to plank. So inhale, as you raise the heels off, curving through the spine to plank pose. And then exhale, soften the knees, send it back to downward facing dog. And again, inhale, curving through, wave to plank. Exhale, soften the knees, press back. Lovely, like an ocean wave. And again, inhale to come through. And exhale to push it back, downward facing dog. Lovely friends. Take an inhale now as you raise the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Lovely, both hips facing down to the floor. And then as we exhale, shift forward and step the leg through the hands and then drop the back knee. Good, inhale now, reach the hands up to the sky, low lunge. Good, when you're ready, rotate the arms round the back and interlace the fingers. And keep the back toe tucked under here for some support. Good, as you inhale now, roll the tops of the shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades together as we open the chest. Core is engaged. As you exhale, just play with sending the hips a little bit forward and down here. Try not to put any pressure on the lower back. All the while opening across that chest. Good, lovely. With that back toe tucked under now, just bring the body up slightly. Core is engaged, and then fire up as we raise the back knee off the mat. Good, think of drawing those hands away from you here. Open the chest, high lunge, and then release the hands as we float them up to the sky. Lift at the very top. Exhale to float them down, frame the front foot. Good, lovely. From here, send the hips up and back into a variation of our pyramid pose. And keep the back heel off here. Think of drawing that right hip crease back. So we get a lovely stretch down the right hamstring. Good, use your exhales to fold over the leg a little bit more each time. You can lift your right toes off if that feels good for you today. Lovely, then inhale as we come back through to our lunge, plant those hands, step back to your high plank, and then take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Good, opening the body up into upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Lovely. Take a moment here, reconnect with your breath. And then when you're ready, raise the left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Dial the left hip down, press into the left hand equally. And then as you exhale, send the leg through, just step it through the hands and then plant the right knee. Good, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky to our low lunge, keeping the back toe tucked under. Core is engaged, and then rotate the arms round the back, interlace the fingers. Good, now maybe here is enough, drawing the hands down towards the floor and away from you. If you want a little bit more, as you exhale, just gently send the hips forward and down. Just making sure our front knee stays on top of our ankle. Good, keep breathing, keep opening that heart. Good, and start to bring the body back up, back toe is tucked under, core is engaged, and then fire up the back leg as we bring the knee off the mat to our high lunge. Good, think of pulling those hands away from you still. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, let go of the hands, let them float up. Feel that lovely rush of energy, of prana. Lift the body at the top. And then exhale, float the hands down to frame the front foot. Good. From here, send the hips up and back to our pyramid pose. Good, releasing the body over the front leg. Again, think of pulling that left hip back and gently pushing the right hip forward. You can lift the front toes up for a deeper stretch in our calf muscle as well. Wherever you are, come to your breath. Use each exhalation to soften, to move in deeper. Lovely, my friends. As you inhale now, rolling back through to our high lunge. Plant those hands, step back to your plank, and then take your vinyasa. Inhale to open up the body, open the chest. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. Lovely, have a nice pedal out in your downward dog this time. Really twisting underneath the armpit. Good, and then coming back down to the knees now. We're going to come to sit back onto the heels. Lovely, bring the knees about hips width apart. Nice. From here now, as we inhale, we're going to sweep the right arm round to the left as we start to lift the hips up. Just coming into a little half camel side stretch. If you've got a block that you want to place under, next to your leg or your foot for your left hand. Good, but think of squeezing your glutes here. We're thinking of opening the hips forward. Reaching the right arm overhead. Good, and as you exhale, circle the arm back down as you bring the sit bones down, coming to the other side. Right hand plants now as we inhale, sweep the left arm over. Good, hips lift to the sky, glutes are engaged at all times. You can knock the head back if that feels good. And then just gently moving between these two sides. So hips come down, inhale to sweep up to the other side. Can move as fast or as slow between these two movements, maybe bringing the body to bow all the way down through a child's pose. On the way through, if that feels good. Good, opening up the front side of the body here. Lovely, then when you've done both sides equally, come back to center. We're going to bring our body up now on top of our knees. Again, knees are hips width apart. If you've got your blocks behind you, we're going to come into our full camel. So either bringing your hands to your lower back, fingers facing down, thinking of drawing the shoulder blades together as we've done throughout our practice. Imagine there's a band around your elbows, pulling them in towards one another. Good, glutes are engaged straight away, so we're lengthening the tailbone. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, start to lift up and over, imagining there was a bar almost underneath our shoulder blades that we were reaching over. Good, we're thinking of lengthening back here, so instead of folding from the lower back, we're thinking up and over. Good, if you want to come into a full camel, then bringing the hands down to maybe blocks or to the heels. Good, you can drop the head if that feels good. And remember to come out of this whenever you want, just come back to sit onto your heels with your hands on your thighs. Take a moment and close your eyes. And then if you want to try again, coming back to the knees, either taking the hands to the lower back or hands come to the heels or the feet. If the hands are coming to the feet, bring the fingers to face down towards the toes. So we're externally rotating our arms here. Good, glutes are engaged. Think of lifting up and over. Keep breathing, keep opening that chest. If you want to drop the head back and perhaps open the mouth a little bit, opening the throat chakra. Good, hips are pushing forward and up. And then to come out, bringing the hands back to the lower back, bringing yourself back to neutral, and then just sitting back onto the heels, palms come to face up, hands resting on your thighs. And just take this opportunity to notice if anything comes up, or perhaps notice the echo of the pose in your body, maybe leaving your body. And then when you're ready, bring your sit bones down to one side, bringing the legs round. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall away to either side. Good, take an inhale to grow nice and tall through the spine. And then as you exhale, just let the body fall over the legs. Coming to counterbalance our back bend here. You can hold onto the feet or perhaps reach the hands out in front. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Close your eyes. Learn to soften as you exhale. Good, and then from here, just start to sway the body from side to side. So staying over the legs, but just having a little sway, feeling movement, a nice stretch in your lower back, in your hips. And then start to bring the sway up. Maybe holding onto your ankles. Start to take your legs with you. Good, and then when you're ready, drawing the knees up to center. And just come to a seated position on your mat. Both sit bones nice and grounded. Good, take a deep inhale in, reach the arms up to the sky, lift the gaze at the top. Imagine you're holding the sun in your hands. Good. Take an inhale in all of the sun's light, all of her energy. And then as you exhale, draw it down to your heart center, bringing your palms to touch. Imagine her golden hue showering all over you as you sit here on your mat, giving you light. And then bow your head down to your heart, to your body. Thank yourself for stepping on your mat today, for showing up for yourself. The light in me sees and honours the light in you. From my heart to yours, Namaste.